It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Biden, the official ball of you.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Training is definitely making myself better, but I know that it's going to end up making my teammates better.
You have to know your teammate and know what they need.
The cohesion on the field and off the field is what makes everyone strong.
Being on a team, you know it's not just you out there.
I would do anything for the player next to me, behind me, in front of me.
Practicing day in and day out, trying to be the best me so they can be the best them. It's like a sisterhood that you have with those girls.
It's just really empowering. They're all doing crazy things. And you want to be like them, and you want to push yourself like them.
Motivates me to work harder, to get faster, quicker.
Pushing each other so hard, all for the same goal. And then when you accomplish it, that's the best feeling in the world.
Once you tap into that, I think you're unstoppable.
When that And a big welcome back to the 2019 NWAC Basketball Championships. Hello, everybody. I am Wes Tucker. I'm going to be keeping you company through these Elite 8 matchups. We got a good first one. The Centralia Trailblazers and the North Idaho Cardinals are all set to take to the courts, and we're just about set to get things underway. Let's throw things down to our public address announcer, Pete Richmeyer, as he introduces the contesting teams.
And derogatory remarks directed at student-athletes, officials, coaches, and other fans. Failure to adhere to this responsibility will cause for removal. Ladies and gentlemen, this time, if you're able, please rise. Remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And now, let's meet the teams. First, with a numbers record of 95, 20, and 10 overall, the number 3 seed out of the West, the Centralia Trailblazers. A 6'3" sophomore from Lacey, number 0, from Brandon Price. A 6'2" sophomore from Ogden, Utah, number 1, Jackson Clark. A 5'10" sophomore from Lake Charles, Louisiana, number 2, Deontay Dixon. A 6'5" sophomore from Salt Lake City, Utah, number 24, Marcus Gibson. And a 6'4" freshman from Centralia, number 34, Tyler Ashmore. The assistant coaches from Idaho, Villa, and Tyler King. The head coach of the Trailblazers is Jason Moyer. A 6'5" sophomore from Billings, Montana, is 0 Record. A 6'3" freshman from Seattle, number 1, Nate Twitter. A 6'4" freshman from Idaho, Montana, number 4, Philip Hattie. A 6'7" sophomore from Tacoma, number 10, Alfonso Anderson. And a 6'9" sophomore from Blackfoot, Idaho, number 22, Jared Green. The assistant coach George Johnson, defense sponsors Zachary Gall, the stylist Josh Hunter, and Corey Jenkins. The head coach of the Cardinals is Corey Simmons. The officials are Craig Ross, Mike Eber, and Chuck Frey. And now it is
So back we get to the action here. Everett Community College, the site of the men's Elite Eight, here on Friday. Again, Wes Tucker here keeping you company. Part of the STSPN crew today. Again, a fantastic job done by our friends and our producer extraordinaire, Todd Elvig. And now we're about ready to kick things off as the Centralia Trailblazers take on the North Idaho Cardinals. Facing off in the center is going to be Jared Green, and he is going to be opposed by Marquise Gilson of the Trailblazers. Rocks at center court, and away we go. Centralia ends up winning it. They go bounce pass toward the outside in an effort to get it to Price. And now Gilson to the outside again. Ball now in the hands of Deontay Dixon. Dixon in charge of firing the guys up before the game. You saw that on the broadcast during player introductions. That goes out of bounds off of the foot of Mulatari. So it's going to be Dixon to throw the ball in. And ball indeed comes back into Gilson. Again, game 1 of 4 broadcasted today here on the NWAC Sports Network. Both teams having to play in some hotly contested games as the last second three before the shot clock expires is no good and ends up going all the way back to the NWAC banner. Centralia had a good game against the Edmonds Tritons. It was a 2-point deciding contest that got them to this Elite Eight matchup. Meanwhile, North Idaho, a little easier time taking down the Clackamas Cougars to get to this point. As the ball goes around the outside, Mulatari to Green. Green, mid-range 2 is no good, and on the rebound for the Trailblazers is Tyler Ashmore. And Tyler Ashmore actually a native of Centralia, Washington. Rushing up, they go back outside to Ashmore. Ashmore looking for an open man. And put up and in for 2 by LeBrandon Price, the sophomore out of Lacey, Washington, making this a 2-0 contest in favor of the Trailblazers. Centralia came into this game the West 3 seed. And the number 1 seed out of the East, North Idaho, finds themselves trailing in the early goings. And Alfonso Anderson with the mid-range 2 to tie it up. So sauntering across tab court is Deontay Dixon. They cross the court completely, go to Jackson Clark. Clark pushing up to get back to Gilson. Gilson drops, steps, fires, and it's in there. Oh, mid-range 2 again. So trading back and forth a bit to open things up. Again, we'll have some more Elite Eight basketball for you starting at 3 p.m. Green River takes on Lane Community College and splashdown from downtown for Raekwon Evans. And now here comes Centralia with Deontay Dixon trying to get it, and it's going to be a North Idaho possession here going out of bounds off the hand of Dixon. And a timeout is going to be taken by the Trailblazers. So we step away, but don't you go anywhere. We will be right back after this.
When I first graduated high school, all I wanted to do was go to a 4-year. Because if you went to a community college, it was, like I said, not very competitive. But now being at a community college for 2 years, that makes you grow up as a player way more than you would think just going straight to a 4-year. You have a lot of the community members that come out to your games that you know of, and so here I think is where kids really develop their skills, and then they can go on to a 4-year. My name is Devaney. I play basketball at Centralia College, and I go boldly.
So back we get to the action. 17:41 remaining here in the first half. And a unforced error there will result in Trailblazers possession. In North Idaho taking down Clackamas. That game turned into an absolute shootout. North Idaho, as a matter of fact, scoring well over 100 points against the Cougars. A lot of deep threes, and they give off now to Dixon. LeBrennan Price for 3, no good, and brought down by Raekwon Evans. All alone up front is Nate Pryor, and he puts it in for an easy 2. North Idaho leading Centralia 7-4. They look to the outside. LeBrennan Price again gives it right back to Dixon. Price once more to the corner, and good shot. Splashdown from downtown for Tyler Ashmore. Pryor directing traffic. 7-7 our score. Ball up, and they're going to call green for traveling. So 16:51 remaining in this first half. The score knotted up 7-7. And through we go. Right on back to Dixon. Dixon to air it out to Clark. Clark over to Price. Now Gilson can't find Ashmore. Goes out of bounds. In the other Elite Eight games, we already highlighted Green River and Lane at 3 p.m. Spokane's going to be taking on Whatcom at 5 p.m. And Lower Columbia College takes on Walla Walla at 7 p.m. And then we're done with the men's tournament for this weekend. And hot contested three, no good. Gilson is going to be fouled by Green. In the last game concluding last night after midnight. Big full day of NWAC basketball. Gonna have another one of those with the women's Sweet 16 beginning tomorrow at 8 a.m. We'll have those games broadcast for you live right here on the NWAC Sports Network through STSPN. And corner three, Ashmore, splashdown from downtown. The women's contest kicks off at 8 a.m. with the Centralia Trailblazers taking on the Olympic College Rangers. Again, that's at 8 a.m. tomorrow as Raekwon Evans puts one away for the Cardinals. Then responding right away is Ashmore for the Blazers. 12-9 in favor of the Blazers as the ball ricochets in and out from the shot of Emmett Taylor III. Emmett Taylor got on a hot streak yesterday in the game against Clackamas. Had 5 3-point shots to his credit. Giab Gleason outside. They find Clark. Go back to Gilson again. Gilson one-handed up and no good. Gets his own rebound. They go to Dixon. Now wide open three and no good. And fouled trying to get the rebound is going to be Raekwon Evans. And that's going to force a timeout. So away we step, but don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
I chose EVCC.
We chose EVCC.
I chose EVCC. Sign up for a tour and find out why.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
So back we get to the action here, 14:58 remaining in the first half, and ball in the possession of North Idaho, trail Centralia 12-9. Saw two huge upsets yesterday, 4 seeds taking down 1 seeds. As ball's up and in off the one-handed hook from Nate Pryor. Again, that first game we saw was Whatcom taking down South Puget Sound as that ball's picked off by Emmett Taylor III. Pushing up, Raekwon Evans is fouled. And it's going to be a foul on LeBrennan Price. That's his first personal. However, it is the team's second. And ball's going to be thrown in. Indeed, finding Muhammad. Pryor to the outside. Raekwon Evans, deep three off the front of the iron, no good. And Clark immediately after the rebound gives up to Ashmore. Ashmore now underneath the net, and LeBrennan Price with the rock. Shot clock at 13 seconds and stolen away by Alfonso Anderson, the 6'7" freshman out of Tacoma, Washington. Now it'll be Pryor to throw in from the baseline. Boy, Anderson up front and fighting for two. Looks like he tripped up as well afterwards. Emmett Taylor helps him up. Ashmore with the rock. Bounce pass, puts it up and in for two of his own. You can credit that one to Marcus Gilson. In Salt Lake City, Utah native. And stolen away, Ashmore up to Price. Price 1-on-2, puts up and through the block of Muhammad. Collects 2 points for the Trailblazers. So back and forth these two teams go, 16-13 in favor of Centralia. Go outside, Emmett Taylor. Now Nate Pryor for a long three, no good. Seen a lot of good attempts from the range game. Also some very aggressive play in the paint. Two very specific people. That's Alfonso Anderson for the Cardinals, as well as Marcus Gilson for the Trailblazers. Here's a little mid-range two from Ashmore that's good. So Pryor saunters across half court, 12:30 to play in the first half. Stolen away, no, they're gonna say it was kicked as a matter of fact. And it's going to be North Idaho basketball from the far sideline. Couple of subs checking in. It's gonna be Donovan Iman coming into play, as well as Liam Murphy seeing his first minutes of the game. Go outside toward Pryor. Pryor trying to find a lay-in. Raekwon Evans with the rock. Back to Emmett Taylor. Pushing up is Anderson, and Anderson trying to fight for the point. No good. It's going to be Cardinal basketball. And a lot of barking going on from the Centralia bench about that call. And we saw a very interesting game in which a couple technicals were issued, but the shot clock will expire on the Cardinals regardless of what they had done there. So it's going to be Centralia basketball. 12 minutes and 5 seconds remaining here in the first half. Dixon pushing up. Screen set up by Clark. Goes the opposite direction, puts up for two and easily laid in. Bringing our score 20-13. Centralia playing well, and there's a foul. It's going to result in two shots. That foul is going to be on Clark. That's his first personal, team's third. And the game between Centralia and Edmonds was rather tame when it came to the foul game. So the first shot from Pryor is drained, no problem. When it came to free throws on the year, Pryor was a 70.6% shooter, 72 for 102. And Pryor, one of those guys who averaged 18 points a game, 18.8 as a matter of fact. And his shot is up and good, so drains them both on the free throws. And checking in is going to be Ishmael Valdez for the Cardinals. Price finds Ashmore. Ashmore to the outside near the top of the key. Pushing in is Murphy. They go outside again. Mid-range two from Price is drained. So Centralia continuing to put on a clinic here. And there's a contested two from Price, and it's got to be saved by Price. Ends up in the hands of Valdez. Raekwon Evans pushing in, but is fouled. It's going to be a foul on Donathan Iman, the sophomore, 6'8" out of Alaska. It's going to be two shots for Raekwon Evans. And flirts with the rim and iron a little bit, but does not amount to anything. He's missing the first shot. Checking in now is going to be Prangley for the Trailblazers, and Gilman checks back in. Coming in for the Cardinals is going to be Drew Sheridan at a Big Sky High School in Missoula, Montana. And now the second of two for Evans. Shot up and again flirting with the iron, but it doesn't amount to anything. Just over 11 minutes left to play here in the first half. Dixon looking down Pryor now with Valdez. Mid-range two, almost more of a long-range two, but he's able to drain it. It's 4 points on the day for Dixon. Pushing up is Alfonso Anderson, but he's not able to find the bucket. Outside toward Dixon, 10 minutes and 40 seconds roughly remaining. Prangley for three, and no good. Go outside. Directing traffic now, Pryor. He's got Evans open. Elects to go there. And ball tipped away. It's going to remain in Cardinal possession. Shot clock at 12 seconds for the Cardinals. McLaughlin to put the ball in play, and they do so successfully. Shot clock at 9 seconds. Pushing up, mid-range two. No, backs up. They look for the up down, but no, and there's three. Splash down from downtown. So timeout will be taken. Cardinals roaring back to life.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
And be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement. I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team.
Fans, check out the NWAC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on sports, schedules, stats, and more. So back we go to the action. 10 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. And it's going to be Trailblazer basketball from their own baseline. Liam Murphy will bring the ball in, does so successfully, and gets it right back from Price. Looking for an open lane or an open man. Let's go around the outside, gives off to Gilson. Gilson to Price, contested three, and off the backboard, no good. Raekwon Evans back out to Pryor. Got McLaughlin on the left, as well as the open shooter, that's Drew Sheridan. McLaughlin feigns a shot, moves up, and puts it in for two. Beautifully done by McLaughlin, and now it's going to be Dixon with the rock. His clock ticks down toward 9 minutes. Puts it up, and Gilson not able to get there, so it's going to go out of bounds. It was Prangley who tried to put it up for him, but a little too high for Marcus Gilson. 20-24 as North Idaho comes roaring back after the timeout. They go outside. Raekwon Evans for three, no good. Rebound won by McLaughlin. And now Pryor. Pryor again to Evans. Evans pushing up and lays it in for two more. So down to a one-possession game, 24-22 the score. Gilson with the rock. And it looks like they're going to call Pryor on a foul. In fact, it is true. It's going to be Trailblazer basketball from the baseline there. 8.5 minutes roughly remaining in this contest. And game two slated to start around 3 p.m. Ball is up and good. Gilson with the rock. Outside they go toward Prangley. Prangley spinning up and blocked away at the net. Prangley able to save the ball. And it goes right into the hands of Valdez. Pushing up, they go McLaughlin. McLaughlin feigns three, steps back. Goes to Valdez again. And they try to go to Sheridan, and Sheridan falls on the ball, and jump ball is the call. And it's going to be North Idaho basketball from the baseline. Tyler Ashmore will check back in for Prangley on the Trailblazers side of things. And outside they find Evans. Evans quick bounce pass to Pryor. Pryor steps back. Shot clock at 13 seconds. And here comes Evans. Handled well defensively up front. Now they go to Evans on the outside. Shot clock at 3. Contested three by Pryor. No good off the backboard. McLaughlin able to get to it. And it will be Trailblazer basketball. Checking back in is Deontay Dixon for Centralia. Dixon playing in 26 of 29 contests this year. Averaged 9 points per game. Goes to the outside, finds Price. Ashmore for two off the backboard. Now on the outside here, Sheridan. Sheridan right on back to Evans. Evans surveys situation, pulls up, long two, no good. And rebound won by Clark. Clark's got Gilson up front, elects to hang back and wait. It's gonna go out of bounds off the hand of Sheridan. Trailblazer basketball with 7:14 left in the first half. So Emmett Taylor III checks back in for the Cardinals, replacing Sheridan on the court. Go outside, Ashmore into Price. Price over to Gilson. Gilson trying to fight his way. Ashmore, long three, no good. Rebound, Evans. Pryor open down court, and jumper two is no good. Just under 7 minutes to play as Ashmore goes to the outside. Uncontested three from Price is no good either. And winner goes on to the Final Four, which will take place on Saturday of next weekend. This ball is stolen away. It's a 1-on-2 situation for Deontay Dixon. He'll wisely pull back and wait for reinforcements. LeBrennan Price over to Ashmore. Ashmore bounce pass to Gilson. Gilson trying to push up. And McLaughlin playing defense, but not good enough it seems, as Gilson finds a way to put it in for an easy 2. Centralia 28, North Idaho 22. Pass goes to the corner, and Emmett Taylor III splash down from downtown. It looks like a foul has been called. It's going to be on McLaughlin of the North Idaho Cardinals. And checking back in for the Blazers is going to be Liam Murphy. He's going to do the honors of throwing the ball in from the baseline. So good show of force from the Blazers right out of the gate. Pulls back. Gilson outside the three-point line, gets the ball back in. It ends up in the hands of Pryor. Pryor goes around one defender. Pushing up and stolen away by Clark. They're trying to set up Gilson, but able to get to it first is Taylor III. McLaughlin with the rock, gives it right back to Emmett Taylor. And Emmett Taylor, long three, no good. And jump ball, it's going to stick with the Trailblazers. 5:15 remaining in this first half. It will be Blazer basketball from the baseline. Looks like the Centralia coach out there asking for some clarification. It looked like they initially ruled that the ball was going to the Cardinals. 5:10 remaining in the first half. Ashmore to the outside, stolen away, and Evans up and misses 2. Saved. And we're going to have a media timeout at the whistle. As up it goes and brought back in by Ashmore. Ashmore over to Dixon. Dixon up court, full head of steam, goes outside. Liam Murphy for 2, no good. Rebound Evans. Finds Emmett Taylor. Now pushing up is Evans for 2 more. And Raekwon Evans with 14 points so far in the contest, 28-27 in favor of the Trailblazers. Again, we'll have a media timeout, the next whistle. Dixon trying to find Gilson, does so. Gilson trying to push his way past. Wide open 3 for Clark, and no good, in and out. Four minutes remaining. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Evans outside. Taylor feigns 3, moves back, tries to fight his way up front, doesn't do so successfully. Gilson with the rock. Now Dixon taking his time, getting some instructions from coach on his way through, and that's going to be a timeout. So away we step, 3.5 left to play, and a 28-27 score. I'll be right back after this.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye? That when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid?
See ya!
Right at it, right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
So back we get to the contest, a 1-point game. The Trailblazers and North Idaho Cardinals going at it here. They give to Ashmore on the outside, who hands it right back off to Deontay Dixon. Dixon surveying his surroundings, looking for a lane or an open man. Burps his way to the top of the key, fakes back. Here's a shot for three from Ashmore, no good, and Raekwon Evans touches it before it goes out of bounds. Going to be Trailblazer basketball. And now getting ready to throw the rock back into play. It's going to be Murphy from the outside, goes to Clark. Dixon directing traffic now. And ready to go, Dixon. Dribbling between the legs, contested long two, no good, into the hands of Murphy. And now we're joined in the booth by a couple of Green River players. Guys, that was a fantastic game you guys played yesterday, getting ready for an Elite 8 matchup. So for those who don't know, I'm joined by Brett Stolley and Eddie Alessandro. I'm sorry if I said that incorrectly. I think I said it incorrectly on air as well.
It's all good.
So this is like my public apology, everybody, and yourselves.
Yeah.
So you guys again played a fantastic game against the Peninsula Pirates, and they just looked outmatched. What was your guys' strategy going into that game?
Our strategy was really to just push in transition and then try to get open shots. And, I mean, that worked out for us, so we were pretty good.
Yeah, on the defensive side, we were just giving them a lot of pressure up the court and slowing them up and just make them uncomfortable with what they did.
And you guys are going to be playing Lane next, and that's a team that loves to take the three shots. Saw it a lot. That being a big high-scoring game between Lane and Wenatchee Valley. In fact, over 100 points scored by Lane in that game. So what's your defensive strategy going into a game against a shooting team like that?
Really try to run them off the line. And especially in transition, they'll pull no matter what. So, I mean, if we run them off the line and just keep our hands up and make like tough long twos, and I think, you know, that's the goal for us.
And you guys have, again, with Lane coming up pretty quick, it's going to be a tough game for you. So what was the mood after the big win yesterday? Were you guys anticipating playing Lane, or were you more expecting to see Wenatchee, do you think?
Oh, I mean, we just take it one game at a time. So, I mean, as long as we finish Peninsula first, that's, I mean, the most of our worries. And then,
yeah, we were just ready for whatever.
Yeah,
whatever
so,
came our way.
And then Lane, we just expected them to come out on top. But, you know, crazy things have happened in this tournament, so.
Very true, very true. Well, thank you guys for joining me in the booth here.
Appreciate it.
And best of luck to you in your Elite 8 matchup.
All right, thank you.
So rejoining the action down front, a 32-28 game in favor of the North Idaho Cardinals at the moment. Had a lead change. Centralia been on top most of the game so far. And now Pryor looking for an open lane, finds Raekwon Evans instead. And Pryor trying to push up, fighting three defenders, no good. Ball will go out of bounds, and it's still going to be North Idaho basketball. 6 seconds on the shot clock for the Cardinals. Minute 32 left in the half, and a big welcome back into the booth, and joined by a couple of Titans players. So I've got Zion Bonds and Tariq Cool. How are you guys doing today?
I'm good. Great. Yourself?
I'm doing all right, man. I made a couple Cool in the Gang references yesterday. I just wanted to let you know. So you guys have a good game coming up against Green River, and you guys absolutely put on a clinic when it came to shooting the threes in yesterday's game. So is your strategy going to change at all going up against Green River?
I don't think so. I think we always just focus on shooting the ball well, and I think we're a dynamic team, so we kind of just trust in each other and each other's game. So.
All right, and what's going to be the big thing to focus on going into this Elite Eight matchup for you?
Mainly is just pretty much sharing the ball and sticking to ourselves. Pretty much sharing the ball, just playing our offense, running the same things, doing the same things we've been doing all year.
All right, and looking forward toward the Final Four, potential to play one of these two teams. Seeing a good matchup down here right now. Centralia looked for a while like they were in the driver's seat, but what have you guys seen down there?
I think they're both really good teams. You know, North Idaho is undefeated. They got a couple D1 prospects, but you know, I think we respect all the teams, but you know, we think we're up there with them and we can win. So.
All right, well, a big pleasure to have you guys up here, and best of luck to you in your Elite Eight matchup.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
As the final 10 seconds click down of the half, and Raekwon Evans with the rock, pushing around, screen set up by Valdez, trying to lay it in. Hard lay in that time, but no good. And the clock expires, so that will take us into the half, a 34-34 contest. Barn burner in the offing. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with the second half of play.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
When I first graduated high school, all I wanted to do was go to a 4-year because like if you went to a community college, it was, like I said, not very competitive. But now being at a community college for 2 years, that makes you grow up as a player way more than you would think just going straight to a 4-year. You have a lot of like the community members that come out to your games that you know of, and so here I think is where kids really develop their skills and then they can go on to a 4-year. My name is Devaney. I play basketball at Centralia College and I go boldly.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Biden, the official ball of you. It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Biden, the official ball of you.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
When I first graduated high school, all I wanted to do was go to a four-year because like if you went to a community college, it was, like you said, not very competitive. But now being at a community college for 2 years, that makes you grow up as a player way more than you would think just going straight to a four-year. You have a lot of like the community members that come out to your games that you know of, and so here I think is where kids really develop their skills and then they can go on to a four-year. My name is Devney. I play basketball at Centralia College and I go boldly.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Biden, the official ball of you. It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Biden, the official ball of you.
Back after halftime here, and we got ourselves a tie ball game, 34-34 between the North Idaho Cardinals and the Centralia Trailblazers. Again, you are watching the NWAC Sports Network with production of STSPN, producer extraordinaire Todd Elvig on the horn. So the pass goes back out. Here comes Raekwon Evans, and in for a quick two. So North Idaho with the first points after the half, and Centralia looking to respond. Dixon with the rock. Ashmore open. Ashmore approaching the top of the key. Dixon using the screen set up by Gilson. They go to Ashmore. Ashmore up to Gilson. And out to Dixon again. Shot clock at 7 seconds. Clark looking for an open man. 5, 4. Ashmore for two. No good. Rebound Evans. Again, North Idaho, number 1 seed coming out of the East. Centralia coming out of the West, number 3. And North Idaho quickly taking a 4-point lead after the half. Gilson with the ball. Next game is slated to start at 3 p.m. Our second of 4 broadcasted games of the Men's Elite Eight. Let's go to the outside. It's going to feature the Green River Gators, as well as the Lane College Titans as well. And nearly stolen away by Dixon, and Raekwon Evans able to retain possession. Shot clock down to 17 seconds. Evans bounce pass over to Alfonso Anderson. Anderson trying to work his way around Gilson. Does so successfully, but cannot pass off. And it was intended for Philip Military. Dixon with the rock. Maneuvers his way toward the top of the key, goes to the outside, and now it's Price with the ball. Dixon moving back left, charging up, mid-range hook is no good. Anderson on the rebound. 17:22 remaining here in the first half. Evans over to Emmett Taylor III, and Pryor nearly loses the ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Go outside. Anderson, mid-range 2, hotly contested, no good. And there's a foul up front. It's going to be on Dixon. And that's the first foul on Dixon, first team foul of the half. And Raekwon Evans is who was fouled, so he's going to go and shoot a couple here for the Cardinals. 38-34 the score, 17:01 remaining in the game, and drains the first one, no problem. Raekwon Evans, over the course of the regular season, was a 78.1% free throw shooter. And rebound by Emmett, but no avail that time. Charging up now, and Gilson feints 3 twice. Goes outside, and that's going to be Centralia basketball. Went out of bounds. Again, Emmett Taylor. Checked back out, and Militari checking in for North Idaho. Looking for an open man is Ashmore. Shot clock down to 12 seconds. Outside Clark. Clark at 5 seconds. Pulls up. One-hand shot. No good. And Gilson is fouled. Foul is going to be on Alfonso Anderson. And that is foul number 2 for Alonzo. 2 shots for Gilson. First one in, no problem. And Emmett Taylor III checking back in for North Idaho. And Gilson set up to take his second shot. Gilson, 61% free throw percentage over the course of the year. Evans with the basketball. Anderson rushing up toward the paint. Pryor directing traffic. And Emmett Taylor III contested 3, no good. And back into the hands of Dixon. 3 from Gilson is no good. And it's going to be Alfonso Anderson that finally comes away with the rebound. Pryor pushing up the court, full head of steam, up it goes, and 1. So an opportunity to complete the 3-point play here for Nate Pryor. 15:59 remaining in the game, 41-36 as North Idaho's come out of the half charging. And shot is up and good. They will convert on that 3-point play. And Dixon with the ball. Go to the outside, Clark, and Price contested 3, nowhere close. And how about that? Jared Green with the 2-handed jam. And now the opportunity to sort of salt the wound after that with a shot here. My goodness, and that's going to force a timeout to be taken by the Blazers. So away we step, but we'll be right back after this. So back we go. Green gonna have the opportunity to shoot here. So we just await the Trailblazers to get back onto the court. And Green with an insane 2-handed jam in which he was fouled in the process of doing so. Gets the opportunity to complete the three-point play here. Pryor, not a minute and a half before that, got the opportunity to complete a three-point play as well, and did so successfully. 15:40 remaining in the contest. And now we're ready to resume play here. Green from the line. Shot up and off the rim, no good. Finding the front of the iron was Green. Now Dixon pushing up, drops back. And from the corner, here comes Clark. Clark loses the ball and jump ball. This one should go to the Cardinals. And it will indeed. No correction, it's going to go to the Trailblazers. So 15:25 remaining here in the game, a 44-36 score. Outside they find Clark. Clark over to Ashmore. Ashmore works his way around Evans, and now Price pushing up and in for two. The outside they go. Here is Emmett Taylor the third. No, sir. And we're going to have a media timeout at the next whistle. And Ashmore for three. No good off the front of the iron. Raekwon Evans trying to make his way around LeBrennan Price. Shot clock at 20 seconds. Still plenty of time to work. Ball's up. Gives to Pryor. Pryor with the fadeaway jumper. No good. And in for an easy two. So narrowing the margin is Centralia. And there is an offensive foul. And that's going to force a timeout. So away we step. We'll be right back after this.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Bada, the official ball of you.
Back to the action we get. 14:20 remaining in the first contest of today. A reminder, we got three more for you. Next one features Green, River, and Lane. Slated to start at 3 p.m. right here on the NWAC Sports Network. And Emmett Taylor III to Evans as we resume play. Pryor bounce pass up front to McLaughlin, pushing up and can't finish it off. Ashmore comes away with the rebound, immediately gives it off to Dixon. Murphy in the far corner. Gilson pushing up, backtracks, tries to go to Murphy, instead ends up in the hands of Pryor, pushing up, 2-on-2, and a foul. wait to see the number. It's going to be on Liam Murphy. It's his first personal, 4th team foul here in the second half. An opportunity for a couple of shots for Pryor. Pryor from the line, first shot is off the front of the iron, no good. In other Elite 8 matchups today, besides Green River and Lane, we got Spokane taking on Whatcom at 5 p.m. And LCC taking on Walla Walla at 7 to set our Final Four for next weekend. Dixon finds Gilson. Gilson pushing up, and 3 from outside, no good by Clark. And Jackson Clark has scored 0 points in this contest. He averages about 6 a game. He's had a couple of opportunities to shoot some threes. And now McLaughlin not able to finish it off either. And Ashmore won't be able to save it. It's North Idaho basketball from the baseline. (13-14) remaining as Alfonso Anderson checks back in. Anderson looking for an open man, hands off to Pryor. On the outside is Emmett Taylor. Long pass to the outside. Raekwon Evans feigns 3 and moves up. Long range 2 is no good and still in possession of North Idaho. Just under 13 minutes to play in the game. Pryor on into Anderson. Anderson double covered at the moment. Long contested 3, splash down from way downtown. Emmett Taylor III. And now Dixon trying to return the favor. Score now 47-40 in favor of the Cardinals. Liam Murphy up to Prangley. Prangley pushing up, doesn't go for the reverse. Instead, back out to the 3-point line. Murphy again. Shot for 3 from the corner is no good. And North Idaho ball goes out of bounds off the hand of Dixon. And LeBrennan Price will check back in for the Trailblazers. Winner of this contest will play either Green River or Lane next Saturday at 5 p.m. Feigns up and moves toward the paint, and there's a foul. Foul is going to be on Marcus Gilson. It's his first, team's 5th. And Alfonso Anderson the opportunity to shoot a couple more. Alfonso Anderson made 82 free throws over the course of the regular season, resting at 73%. Drained the first one, and his second shot is up and no good off the back of the rim. 12 minutes remaining in the contest. Dixon with the rock, use of the screen of Gilson, and a long 2 is no good. Three from Taylor, splash down from downtown. Emmett Taylor III, 11 points. Meanwhile, Raekwon Evans has 19 on the day. Now North Idaho with possession here, up 51-40. Impressive 11-point lead, biggest margin we've had in the contest thus far. You opted Taylor, pushing up is Anderson in for 2. Again, just finds a way to muscle his way through the defensive front and put it in, making it look easy. Side to Colin Prangley. Prangley has it nearly stripped away, but they're going to get Alfonso Anderson on the foul. Indeed, it was Anderson. That's his third personal. The team's second. It'll be Blazer basketball from the baseline. And checking back in for the Trail Blazers is going to be Donovan Iman. And Ishmael Valdez will check back in for North Idaho. They go deep out toward Dixon. Long three from Price, no good. Rebound, won by Raekwon Evans. They go outside. Emmett Taylor for three. Splashdown from downtown. Emmett Taylor is on fire. Pushing up is Price, and Price off the hand of Iman. No, I gotta say it's off the hand of Evans. So it'll be Blazer basketball, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Looking for an open man, finds Dixon. Works his way back to the top of the key. Pushing up, and one-handed hook is no good from Liam Murphy. And beautifully handled by Raekwon Evans and put in by Green. Beautifully done, and a quality assist by Evans. So timeout taken by the Blazers. Away we step as the margin widens to 18. We'll be right back after this. So rejoining the action here, 10-16 left to play. And it is an 18-point lead for North Idaho as they have come out of the half firing on all cylinders. Through the first 9 3/4 minutes have held North Idaho at only 4 points, held Centralia at only 6 points. Ball comes in for the Blazers. Liam Murphy on the outside makes his way toward the center, and now Price from way downtown, no good. And Ishmael Valdez on the rebound, gives it to Raekwon Evans. Evans pushing up, goes outside. Emmett Taylor the third, splashdown from downtown. Emmett Taylor with his fourth three-point bucket of the half. Now at 17 points in the contest, 61-40, and Colin Prangley is fouled up front. It's going to be on Jared Green. So that foul on Green will send Prangley to the line, the baseline. So it's going to be Price who elects to take the ball in. Finds Prangley on the inside, and they throw it right to Coach Moyer of the Centralia Trailblazers. And a lot of blue jerseys out there, so they threw it to the blue polo shirt instead. Pushing up is Pryor, and Pryor losing the basketball, and there's a foul on the play. That's going to be a foul on Prangley. It's his first personal, 6th team foul. So North Idaho, opportunity to add a couple more here. Pryor making another trip to the free throw line. Shoots up and skims in and out, no good. Again, 9.5 minutes to play here in the game. Winner go home situation, both squads. There's no B brackets in this NWAC tournament format. Second shot up and good. So clock ticks to 9 minutes and 30 seconds. 62-40 is your score. They go outside to Clark. Clark trying to find his way up, and it's going to end up in possession of the Blazers, going out of bounds. Now Alfonso Anderson will check back in, replacing Jared Green. So from the near sideline, ball comes in. Outside they go. Ashmore for three, no good, off the rim. And Emmett Taylor the third on the rebound. They go outside. And Raekwon Evans can't do it, but Anderson will finish it off easily. 64-40 the score. As North Idaho has begun pulling away from the Trailblazers. And stolen away again, this time by Alfonso Anderson. And long three for Taylor, in and out, my goodness. But how about the offensive rebound? 3 in a row, unable to get to it, and finally a foul. Boy, a hard fought shot there, but boy, it looked like Emmett Taylor just drained his 5th three-pointer of the half. Instead, it's going to be Trailblazer basketball from the baseline. Alfonso Anderson will check back out. They give off to Clark. Clark works his way toward the corner, backs away, gives to Gilson. Gilson tries to find Ashmore, and it's North Idaho basketball. Getting clocked down to 8:20. Pryor right across center court. Stop to Raekwon Evans. It's to Green. Green right back to Pryor. Emmett Taylor the third. Wouldn't have made the shot, but looks like a foul on Green before it happened. That's the 3rd personal and the 5th team foul for North Idaho. The clock ticks to 8 minutes. Pushing toward the outside, up and back down it goes. And it's been a long time since Centralia has made a bucket. Valdez pushing up, goes to Taylor, and he puts it in for 2 more. So Emmett Taylor now with 19 points. Making it a 66-40 game. Ashmore up front, and finally Centralia coming through with a bucket. Pryor directing traffic, gets the ball back. Ishmael Valdez, contested 2 is no good. Ashmore on the rebound. From the corner, 3 is good from Peyton Stanley. 6-foot-tall freshman out of Napa Vine, Washington. And nearly thrown out of bounds by Pryor. Evans gives it right back to Pryor, pushing up, no good, and Valdez on the rebound. They go to Emmett Taylor III for three, splash down from downtown. Emmett Taylor, have a day. .6:27 remaining in the game. Ashmore fighting up and no good. Rebound, Gilson. And they're going to call jump ball before anything else happens. It's going to be North Idaho basketball. And Alfonso Anderson will check back in for the Cardinals. Now looking on the outside, Anderson putting up, and what a jam! Raekwon Evans. Boy, any way they can, they have just found a way to salt the wound here of the Trailblazers. Gilson from the free throw line, unable to finish it off. Green comes away with the rebound. Pushing up is Pryor. 5:36 remaining, and way out of bounds it goes. Some miscommunication, it seems, between Pryor and Taylor. But Emmett Taylor with 22 points in today's game. Dixon pulls up, goes for two, no good. Green on the rebound, right to Emmett Taylor III. Now to Pryor, and put up again. Beautifully done by Raekwon Evans. 73-45 as this is turning into a slaughter. Liam Murphy for three, no good. Emmett Taylor pushing up. Instead, it's going to be Green. Green fights for two. So in the final 5 minutes, we're going to have a media timeout at the next whistle. Liam Murphy passing back to Gilson. Gilson. Up they go, and where it stops, right in the bucket it goes. Gilson with 13 points on the day now for Centralia. Shot clock at 20 seconds. North Idaho screen set up by Green, and Pryor puts it in for two. 77-47. North Idaho looking at a date with the Final Four. Outside they go, and here's Ashmore who lays it in for two, and a timeout will be taken. So away we step, 4 minutes to play, and a big margin to overcome.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
So about 4 minutes remaining here, and a 77-49 score in favor of North Idaho. It's going to have to be nothing but perfection here on out from the Trailblazers if they want a chance to get to the Final Four. And we have another Elite Eight matchup. It'll be Green River versus Lane. Game slated to start at 3. but it'll be approximately 20-25 minutes after this game is over. The North Idaho basketball from their baseline, and off we go. Under 4 minutes. Raekwon Evans gets a good screen from Jared Green, and there's a foul on his way up. It's going to be on Liam Murphy. That is Murphy's second personal, team seventh here in the second half. And Raekwon Evans will shoot. And Evans with 23 points on the day. Misses his first free throw. LeBrennan Price will check back in for the Trailblazers, as will Iman. And second shot for Evans is good. So that puts him at 24 points to the tally. 78-49 is the score. Pulling back with the long three is good from Price. Oh, correction, that was Dixon who made the throw. Apologies. Taylor right on back to Evans, who gets it right back. Taylor contested three, no good. Bank not open this time. And now Dixon working his way around the North Idaho defensive. Waiting for it is Evans. And they're up and unable to finish it off. That time coming from James Carlson, freshman out of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And there's a foul. It's going to be a foul on Green. It's his second personal and the team's sixth. The shot from Gilson is no good. And just under 3 minutes to play here in the game. North Idaho looking like they're going to clinch that Final Four spot. Play either Lane or Green or River for a chance at the championship. Again, North Idaho won it all in 2018. And the shot is up and good. Well, he gave me a lot of hang time on the and there, didn't he? Military to the corner. And hadn't seen too much playing time to this point, but now McLaughlin into Carlson. Carlson passes out to Emmett Taylor III. And spins around. McLaughlin. Wide open was Military, but they elect not to go to him. And here comes Price, who lays it in for an easy two. 2:25 remaining, clock ticking away. In short, it is possible for Centralia to come back and win this, but they just have to be perfect from here on out. Taken away, Gilson enters a jump ball. And looks like no timeout is going to be taken. It's a quick word from Corey Simons, the head coach of the North Idaho program. And Corey Simons in his 15th year as the coach of North Idaho, leading his guys to a title last season, and has a legitimate shot at repeating here. Prangley loses the basketball. Dupp running up and unable to finish it off. Into the hands of Dixon it goes. Charging up the court, full head of steam to Prangley, and Prangley's fouled hard. So Military collects his first personal foul, team seventh. So minute 48 remaining, and the first shot is in, no problem. And completely airballs the free throw on the second. So full court pressure from the Blazers here. Minute 42 remaining. Outside to McLaughlin. See how much time they can eat off the clock here. Passes backwards. McLaughlin feigns back, steps up, fires three, no good. Now Centralia moving the rock themselves with the ball now. Nathan Hoff, who surrenders it right back, and look at this, Emmett Taylor III. My goodness. Puts him at 24 points on the day as we tick down to the last 65 seconds of the contest. Trying to work his way around the defensive is Michael Brown. And right through the wickets it goes of Jimmy Harding, a freshman out of West Valley, Utah. 51 seconds left of basketball here. Men's Elite Eight matchup, and they go with a bullet pass up front to Carlin. And he's able to come down with it again, and finally a foul whistle. And that foul is going to be on Harding. Harding's first personal, 8th team foul. So Carlson to shoot. And in there, easy. Carlson, over the course of the year, played in all 29 games for the Cardinals. His free throw percentage at 70%. Now North Idaho over to Brown. And right off the hip of Carlson, and putting it up, and two-handed jam for Jaden Dewar out of Roosevelt High School in Portland, Oregon. Textbook right there, 84-56 the score. Colin Prangley with the ball. We go to Michael Brown. Brown contested three, no good. Offensive rebound by Iman, but with 7.5 seconds remaining, it is safe to say at this point that North Idaho will advance. A couple of shots for Iman. Shot is no good. So North Idaho will either play Green River or Lane. We'll have that game approximately 25 minutes after the conclusion of this contest. So the shot is up and no good, and that is going to do it. Final score, 84-56. North Idaho will see the Final Four, and Centralia has had a long season, and it comes to an end here in Everett today. So again, one of our Elite Eight games done. 3 left to do. Green River and Lane at 3 p.m. Until then, from all of us in the Northwestern Athletic Conference, my associates at STSPN, and our producer extraordinaire, Todd Elvig, I am Wes Tucker, and we'll see you in just a little bit.
first graduated high school, all I wanted to do was go to a 4-year because like if you went to a community college, it was, like you said, not very competitive. But now being at a community college for 2 years, that makes you grow up as a player way more than you would think just going straight to a 4-year. You have a lot of like the community members that come out to your games that you know of, and so here I think is where kids really develop their skills and then they can go on to a 4-year. My name is Devaney. I play basketball at Centralia College and I go boldly.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.